This all started off my fourth week of teaching. After my fourth week, I was just exhausted because I believed that I had taught 2 weeks in a row. And so I was just really, really ready to be done teaching and to just have a week off. But it just so happens that at the meeting that Friday evening, Joseph was like, "Hey, do you want to join another group's team? Because they only have 2 people." And I really didn't know what to do. I was really unsure because my body was telling me, no, no, definitely not. I can't really describe it, but some part of me thought, well, I can do one more club. I could do another week. And so I decided that I would help with a 5th week, and it was just one more club. But then the 5th week rolled around, and even though I was pretty tired, I think that God gave me the strength to carry on with what I needed to do. And I'd say that the club, for the most part, was pretty normal, and it kind of stayed that way until Friday. Friday was when things kind of went amazing and crazy, and it was just really cool because on Friday, this one particular girl, she had raised her hand when I asked if anybody would like to believe in Jesus. And in fact, she was raising her hand for every single day at every single club. It was just amazing to see that, but she was too scared to come back, and anybody teaching could have seen that because she kept raising her hand, but she was really nervous and she didn't want to go back. The crazy thing was that I knew this girl very well. In fact, she was a sibling to the 2 teachers that I was teaching with. I had gotten to know her over many clubs that I taught with her, and I got to know her through events and going to like a cabin. I got to hang out with her a lot. And so I'd say that she and we were pretty comfortable around each other. And I think that added to how she was able to communicate with me, because I actually got to go up to her on Friday, and I could tell she was nervous, but I felt God calling me to talk to her first. So I went up to her and I asked her, "Did you want to talk to me?" And she was really, really unsure and shaky, but I could tell that she did. And we decided that ultimately we would talk after club. The end of club comes, and after she said her verse, I was like, "Oh yeah, do you want to talk?" And so we went over by a tree, we sat down, and I asked her, "So like, why did you raise your hand? Or what do you want to learn about Jesus?" And she said, "I want to know, how to trust in Jesus, and I want to trust in Jesus." And this was a big deal to me because I knew her family. I had gotten to know them pretty well over the school year, and I just knew that her family was so committed to following God, but I knew that she had not made that decision personally. And I dealt with that a lot when I was younger too. I knew that my family believed in Jesus, but I had to choose for myself if I would follow God. So I told her, I made it a really big point to her that, this is a choice that you have to make. Your mom can't make it for you. Your siblings can't make it for you. And I could just see that she wanted to make that decision. So I got to pray with her and thank God that she accepted Jesus. And after we prayed, she was so excited. She actually said something along the lines of, "Oh, I didn't think that believing in Jesus could be that fun." And it was just so heartwarming to see that work in her. And honestly, I thought it was amazing, but I didn't understand how amazing it was until I talked to her siblings. I went over to her brothers who I was teaching with, and I said, "Oh my goodness, your sister just, prayed to believe in Jesus." And they were so excited. They told me that they had been praying for her like the whole entire summer. Just that they saw this conflict within her, that she wanted to believe in Jesus, she wanted to learn more, but she also just wasn't confident enough to make that decision. It was just so amazing because on Friday we all understood that it was the last club on the last day, and their sister had gone to 3 whole weeks of 5-day club. She knew all of the stories and she could answer all the questions, but it wasn't until the very last day of the last week that God decided that she was ready to put her trust in him. Her brothers and I were amazed because we realized that I wasn't supposed to teach that week, and she probably would not have been comfortable, talking to anybody other than somebody she knew pretty well that wasn't a family member. So I was just really blessed because, first of all, I know her and I love her so much, and I got to lead her to Christ and just see all that happen. And now that I know the family, I can always say that I got to see her make that big step. So it's just really cool.